All right, I'm here on day 45 in Cheticamp on the Cabot Trail, and I'd be doing this outside, but it's insanely windy. So I'll show you the water here. It's pretty choppy, so it's a little windy. And I'm gonna be driving up some mountains, so that's gonna be interesting. So I have a few stops planned. My first stop is just a little bit in the mountain range over there. So I'm sure if it's windy down here, it's going to be windy up there, so I'm going to take it easy. Maybe spend some extra time at the stops if I think it's too bad. But anyways, I'm going to get going because don't want to waste the day despite the weather. And excited to go see the Cabot Trail, and then I'm staying at the Cabot Trail Park on the west side tonight, Broad Cove, down, or not the Cabot Trail, on Cape Breton Highlands Park at Broad Cove Campground on the east side. So currently I'm on the west side. I'm going to drive around, take a couple stops. There are some mountains I'd like to hike, but I don't think I'm gonna have the time just because there's so much to see. But I am gonna take some of the shorter trails and one of the longer ones. So I'm gonna get going now, and I'll catch up to you there. Alright, so I'm here walking the Buttereau Trail in Cape Breton Highlands National Park here in Nova Scotia. And it's kind of cool because this used to actually be a road that linked Cheticamp, which is where I stayed last night, to this area, which is where a lot of the Acadians lived in Cheticamp and around here after they were expelled from Grand Pre. So they were expelled from their paradise in Grand Pre, found a new paradise here, which they made into fertile farming land once again, and did what they could do to survive. And then, of course, they were expelled again in 1936, but when the Canadian government declared this a national park. So there's a few remnants of houses here, but I guess most of the people who lived in the park are now in Cheticamp, or the families of those who lived in the park. So long histories of the Acadians being moved around, much like we do to anyone who was here before us, it seems. So we're gonna walk along this trail and see some old Acadian houses and some memorials to them. So I'll catch up to you a little further. Alright, so I'm just kind of finishing up the Skyline Trail here at Cape Breton Park, one of the many stop-offs on the trail. All I can say is it's one of the best trails I've ever been on. Very, very easy, not many inclines, but the views are unmatched, just like this one. So if there's one trail you ever do in Cape Breton, on the Cabot Trail, do the Skyline Trail. But I'm sure there's many other ones that I've missed as well. But a nice, easy trail that anyone can do. So check it out, and catch up to you at the next place. Alright, I'm here at Lone Shieling, which is unfortunately going to be my last stop on the Cabot Trail for the day. There's a lot more to see, but that's more on the west side, or the east side, and that's where I'm going to be staying. So I do have quite a bit of a drive. Most of the other trails are 3-4 hours. I'm not really going to have time before the sun goes down, unfortunately. So I'll show you where I am up here. I'm at number 12, and you can see the gradients. So we get 13% grades, so I got to go up and down a mountain. Up here, up, all the way around, down to Broad Cove. So I have quite a bit of a drive still. I want to get there before it gets dark, so I don't want to get stuck on a big long trail. I did get to see quite a bit of the west side, so that was pretty exciting. The Skyline Trail was fantastic, and every stop off I took was amazing, and there was more that I missed that were a little harder to get in the RV. But yeah, definitely Cabot Trail, amazing. Definitely going to come back to do the east side one of these days, so I'll catch up to you on one of those days. But for now, I'll do this trail, and I'll catch up to you back at the campsite.